Okay. How's it going? So we're just gonna do some Unreal today, and I'm basically just gonna try and figure out how the fuck does this thing work. I'm not gonna do super like rigging stuff because I think I want to do like a whole rig character, do my own thing, and do all that nonsense. I'm trying to figure out to play this level in the Roll Alt. Okay, this will start a play and editor session. So we're just gonna basically run through the starter third person thing because if I do make a game, I probably would make it third person. So menu and I see. Okay. Okay. So we have this player character, and you can jump, and you can like knock into these boxes basically, and you can't crouch. There's nothing like that. So there's a character in this. Yeah, and so the previous thing I have. How do I get out of this? Okay. So this is all the stuff I added. That's all my nonsense. Everything else should be just the base kind of starter stuff plus whatever other starter stuff they put in normally. Okay, so Manny and Quinn. I think Quinn's the one getting used. So she has an idle, forward, and a walk forward. If I play this, does she have a walk? I mean, wait, if I do this, she does have a walk. Okay, interesting. Okay, so it's kind of, well, it seems like it's blending into. So it seems what the arm swing increases, and we go full run. Trying to see the transition. Seems like it's just basically like a blend into the run. I think. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've had to try and see animations. So these are the animations she's using anyway. Is there a way to like tab out of this? Detaches from. Oh, okay. F8 does that stop animation. Okay. So this is the. Okay, so there's lighting, cylinder, block. Let's just see what's in this. On editor or outliner. I guess. I don't need detail right now. This is the mini map. Let's see mini map. That's the static mesh. Unlock 3. I think there's a better way to lay this out for me. I set this full screen when it plays. Fine. Quickly add to the project. Oh god, I don't even want to go near that. Select mode. Effective. Lit. Oh, okay. Those are somewhat Maya stuff. I don't think I need this that wide. Can I put this there? Okay. Can I put this on top? Okay. I like that a little bit better. So this is the cube. So if I move this, I'm moving the static mesh actor, but I assume it's this. Under this is the stage. If I click all of these, that's all of that. If I select all of these, I see these are the stage block. That's the ramp. The four cylinder. Okay. And then these are the. Okay, so I'm trying to see what is in this instance. Oh god. Okay. What is this? Drop asset here to add a component. This is going to be just nonsense, right? I have no idea what's going on. I could probably watch those tutorials, but I think generally the kind of best thing to do is just fucking go in and just break stuff. You know what I mean? I'll look at tutorials and stuff later. Right now, I'm just like trying to figure out stuff. So it seems a decent bit like Maya, so in some regards anyway. We copied, named, well, from the parent class, so its properties cannot be edited here. Trying to see, so edit and see. I don't think I want to worry about. And let's see what this does, I suppose. But I'm concerned. Yeah, just based on that static mesh stuff, I was like, no. Okay, we'll worry about that later. That's a more depth thing, and I don't know anything about C++, so we're not even gonna try. This is the player start. Capital component. Object player start. General. Okay, so I can narrow it down. That's good to know. Actor can be damaged initial lifespan. Try to adjust location, but spawn. It will not spawn unless one is found. Try to find a non. Okay. Advanced. Find camera component when view. Target. Okay, levels of detail. Location. What is this? So, class player start navigation, static mobility. What do you have anything that's useful? Player start with static mobility. Static mesh active with movable mobility. Yeah, okay, these are very render. That's that. I need to remember that I don't need to hold Alt. Wait, do I need to hold Alt? Interesting. So if I hold Alt, I rotate around where my mouse is, but if I don't, I just rotate in place. Oh, if I hold any button. Okay, so I still kind of want to hold Alt. Third person template, okay. So this is just the wall. I see, okay. Player start. Oh. Pull this out a little bit more. I think I just need to pull this out a bit more. Can you be smaller? There we go. So if this is her idle, what happens if I click into this? Oh god. What just happened? Oh, fuck. Okay, 1 second now. This popped out. It did. Okay. I don't know why it popped out. Or no, I don't want a pause. So no. Well, okay. If I can't pop this in, this is a completely different window. Okay. Load default editor layout. Moved it all over. Okay. This is just. Oh, I can't. Okay. I don't know, game. I want to talk. I want to see that constantly. Okay, so this is running skeleton tree. So this is just the skeleton. That's fine. And this is just her idle. So if I close that, I try to open animations, I guess. I mean, I run. I wish these would start attached. Maybe there's a reason that they're not. Right. Okay, so these are just marking when each foot is touching, I think. Yeah, this is notify. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I assume it's a way for it to interact with other things and let it know that, hey, this is when the foot's gonna reset. Details. Oh, animation linear. It's 30 FPS. Right. If I do that, what happens if I try to play now? Okay, that's kind of funny. Let's just. Okay, so this is just a way to dynamically change the speed. Be Newman now. Okay, that's fine. Ah, fine. So that's the skeleton it's reading off. There's no parent asset. Retarget source. When pose will be used as a base of animation. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. There's a root motion. Settings, transform. Okay, okay. Animation model. Can I change? Can't change the skeleton. What can I do here? This is just a run. That's just the animation. It's not deciding what we're using right now. BSMF unarmed walk run. Oh, so this is the blend space. So I think this is blending between these two. Hmm? Yeah, it's related to the speed. I see. I see how it works. Okay. Input scale animation. Use grid. Trying to find words that are recognizable, which is always fun. That's fine, I think. Here's meshes. Kind of simple. Okay, the simple versions use the rigs. I'm not sure why this is separated out. Prototyping materials. There's startup content. Blueprints, wait. Okay. This is good. I like this. Whoa. Okay. We want to open both of these. Okay, here we go. Graphs. I like graphs. Allow take. Take classes. Game session class. Okay, so I can pick a different class. The blueprint. This one. Blueprint. Okay. Spectator palm. HUD. Okay, so these are like assigning things here, I assume. Game mode, pausable, event. Oh, okay, untaken damage. Okay, cool. So these are events. I don't know what cooking means. What about that one? Okay. What is this now? Input axis turn right. This is this is discerning yaw. And this is discerning pitch. This camera input, input. Oh, okay, so you. Yep. Interesting. I guess this is yeah, it's doing it over time, so you can turn changes. I guess movement. See project settings. Okay. See project settings. Input for action and access map. So this is just camera. This is just the mouse. I see. Turn your target is on. Further action scale value. Okay. Why is this one different? Add movement input. Add. Oh, let's get forward, get right. I see. Different vectors. Jump input. Jump pressed. Released. Okay. Wait, why are these different? Oh, so you can play this on mobile. Yeah, okay. Instruction script. Report. Okay. That's the component. So this is the capsule. Oh god, what is going on? That's the camera. Camera boom. What is this? One tries to maintain its children at a fixed distance from the parent, but will attract the children if there is a collision. And spring back. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Settings protection type. Okay. So I just want to see if I bring this, like, if I go that, I gotta play now. What happens? Okay. So I mean, that was a bit much, but can I turn this? So this doesn't start rotated. So this is just giving fixed distance. So I think this is only changing transform. Interesting. So let's like try 350. I'm kind of giving it like essentially like a slightly top-down view. Okay, okay. Okay. Yump. Can't like look at the feet though, which is kind of annoying. I'm gonna just reset this. I guess reset this. It's weird that this, I guess, is kind of normal. So there's there? Can't tell because of this. Oh yeah, there's definitely some IK on the legs working away anyway. Not super working on this ramp very well. I mean, it's not bad, like, but it's still there's a little sketch. Okay. Okay. So that's the camera. This is the mesh. So what I want to change here is if I change this to Manny simple. There we go. Now if I play, I should have the dude, right? Okay. I am Iron Man now. Also, I remember one of my friends made, my friends from college made like a version of the Unreal Engine default characters with cat ears. I should get those in. Those would be funny. Okay. So this is just hitting the collider. Okay. A simple arrow. Lines useful. Okay. So that's just, this is just for facing. This isn't doing anything at all. So, dynamic obstacle. Dynamic or consider. Which put on. Navigation. Guess that's just setting up that. That's fine. I'd turn off enable gravity. Oh no, I still fall. I assume the gravity is attached to something else. Collision. Wait. Turn that off. No, I still collide. You know, I'm probably missing a part of it that's, you know, necessary. No collision. Let's see if I set that. What happens now? Oh, I see. That makes sense. That does make sense. One object can be used for. Okay. This ignores everything except world static. I can walk around now, but I should be able to just phase through this. Yeah. So the camera doesn't like this. I see. Wow, what a beautiful shot of his crotch. It's interesting. So that's freaking up because I'm inside of the thing. If I go to boom, use pawn control rotation. Okay. I turn off that. Now does it care? I'm gonna see. We still care? No, we don't care anymore. So now I can collide with stuff. This is world static mesh. Right, so this is considered this is static mesh. How does it know it's world static? That's what I'm wondering now. Gravity. Character step up on. I say no. Wait, I can't change it? Oh wait, say no. What happens then? Oh. Didn't actually mean to jump off. Oh, no, I can still know it. It's fine. Okay. Who? Let's say yes. Are you okay now? Game mutual. Let's see. So if I turn shadow off. Okay. Visible. If it's not visible to the rendering, is it still playable? Or is it just gone? Oh no, it's still there. Okay, this doesn't render. Okay. Just checking. Oh, this could be bad. Who are you in? Please be visible again. Wait, what? Oh, excuse me. I'm very burped today. Navigation. Virtual texture. I'm trying to figure out how it knows that this is a world collision. You know what I mean? I guess what I should be looking at. So that's an SM cube. I don't know what the difference is between those there. If I do SM chamfer cube. No, that's just the type of box it is, no? Oh wait, did these just not simulate physics? So if I simulate physics on this, what happens? Oh? Let's turn you back to what you should be. A pawn. You good? Oh, I simulated physics on the floor. That's not what I meant to do. That's kind of funny. Simulate physics. Right, can I push this now? No? What about, like, I'm trying to think, like, what if you simulate physics? I mean, I can push you? No? I still just walk over it. Okay. Probably, like, its mass or something is probably gravity constraints. Auto weld. Oh. So what's the difference? I think it's probably got to do with the collisions, maybe? Instead of the physics? That's why I can't. So I want to compare chamfer cube versus this. So what's the difference between you and you? Okay, this is block all dynamic. World dynamic object that blocks all actors by default. I see. So I change. This is world dynamic. World dynamic overlaps. Okay. My camera still is broken, right? Oh, not broken. Just I turned it off. Do conclusion test this. This one doesn't freak out when I'm inside of it, which is weird. Invisible wall. Okay, that's good. I like that they just have an invisible wall as a thing. Overlap. Oh, wait. I overlap all. Is it because I set it to dynamic overlap? Is that why the camera is okay? No? I think it must be because I just basically turned off collisions on the other one. Block, all dynamic. I think that's probably why I was freaking out, because it still should, like, I shouldn't have been able to walk through it, but I just turned off collisions. That's why I didn't like it. No, I tried. Okay, so interesting. Oh, you can do different eye heights. Okay. If I change this to 2. Parkour. I think this is just like the default character controller, I would assume. Base eye height. Oh, what have I done? Unreal, please. Okay. Try like 200. Does that change anything? No, it doesn't change anything for me, but I think it's probably changing it. Like, I'll revert this. If I change this to like 20, there's probably a way to like just play the game. From those menus that I don't have to like go back every time. Okay. This is a specific thing. This is the default scene route. Okay, if I return that, do this. So this is on. Okay. I wish there was a way to see this in like menu or something. Not a menu. Hey Fox, how's it going? Yes. Yeah, he's learning the ways. I have many jobs. Mega Hop. How you doing, Fox? You excited to finally almost be finishing Elden Ring? To be free? He's a jumpy boy. He doesn't have an animation for this, but he jumped. He tried. His legs be broken. I'm good. Taking a chill today. Trying to learn some Unreal by just basically breaking things. I'm not really sure what the fuck's going on. Replication. I don't know what this is for. I think that's probably something else. You are free. You can play something else. I was looking at my Steam library today. I was like, ooh, games. You're gonna be doing more Elden Ring after beating it? What is wrong with you, Fox? What are you doing? Why would you do this to yourself? You're so close to being free. And you just drag yourself back in, kind of make it. Okay. If they're making a deming, I feel like that's basically a whole nother game in my eyes. That's cool though. That sounds pretty dope. The Bloodborne one looked dope. That was for the PlayStation 1? Like, it was intended to look like that. Okay. Basically, it's like a parent system for this. Character movement. Ooh. Oh, okay. So, how is this attached, though? Oh, that's cool. Well, I hope to be able to see it. Some of this stuff is kind of over my head, though. What is going on? Sweep ball, wav knocking. Wav knocking. Nav walking. I can talk. Can walk off ledges. If I do this, so I can no longer walk off ledges. No, I can still walk off an edge. Oh, now I can't. Wow, the height of realism. So I think basically I can still walk off a ledge if the IK can sort out the leg. Basically, if I can do that, then I can still walk off a ledge. But if I can't do that, then no, I can. Interesting. So it just can't. Oh no. Okay. Cool. Interesting. So this one can walk off ledge. Sweep. Hmm? If I turn this off, do I not do collisions? I do. This doesn't do a sweep. I guess it's like calculating in front of it. Maybe. Wait, if I pump this up to 90, I can just walk on anything, right? No? No? Okay, I was wrong. I cry. Oh, wait, max step height. We're going huge. I find it weird. Unreal seems to lag a lot when I'm upping numbers. Like, you know, I went to crazy numbers there, but even when I'm trying to do normal numbers, I can't do it. So now if I just, no? I guess it's still centimeters. Oh, that's really jarring. Back to normal. Probably. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I guess I'm used to being able to needing to drag more in Maya, so I think that's probably why I'm fucking up. It probably is still in beta though. I don't know how to check that. Help. I mean, it's the. I think that looks like potentially, but I don't know. Character movement. Hello, Bardaki. How's it going? Oh god. Working. Swimming. Awesome. I have a swimming speed. I have a flying speed. Yo. Mega flies, even though I don't know how to fly. Good. I finished Elden Ring. I'm free from Elden Ring. But now I'm trying to figure out how to Unreal. I really want to see. Where's my phone? I really want to see if my friend released that. One of my friends from college made the Unreal like base characters, but they just added cat ears to them, and I really want to see if they release them so I can use them because it'd be hilarious. Oh wait, yeah. Okay, that's gonna take too long to find stuff. I want to have cat ears. I want to be cat boy and cat girl. I figured out how to swap these though, so I mean I'll call that a win. Can I swap this to? I don't think this will work. nothing's gonna work right because. Awesome. Okay. I mean, I'll call that progress. Thank you for the raid. Hello, welcome, raiders. Dev_rope. How's it going? How are you streaming? How was your stream? Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to figure out Unreal because I'm a fool. Thank you, worm juice dev for the follow. What a name. Yummy, yummy worm juice. Hi everyone, how's it going? And thank you, Devro, for the follow and Shadow. Oh god. 1 second now. Thank you, Shadow_TG _NL. Thank you for the follow as well. Thank you, Lumi Shorts, for your follow. All the follows. Asserting mega dominance. Hello, raiders. But no, tell me about your stream, Devro. What were you doing? I assume you were doing some development stuff. Oh, I'm glad. I'm really glad. Thank you. Whoever suggested me, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Playing Anno? I haven't heard of that. What's that? I'm trying to figure out how the fuck Unreal works because I am dumb. I know some Unity, I know much more Maya, and now I have this boy T-posing for his dominance. Oh god. Okay. It did not like that. Let's not do it again. Bardak, you're too sweet to me. You are an amazing human. You're all amazing humans. But yeah, no, I haven't heard of Anno. What is that? No, you. No, you. No. Oh, it's one of the kind of... Oh. Interesting. Eurogamers on Sunday and Wednesday. Oh, cool, cool, cool. I haven't heard of Anna. Why is that making you sad? I'm an uninformed scrub. So yeah, no, yesterday. Oh, you do games on Wednesdays? Cool. Yeah, no, yesterday I was finished up Elden Ring, so I'm free from that now. What the hell is a scrub? It is I would say like a noob. Noob is like a different version of scrub. No game dev today, but both dev. I do only. Oh, that's cool. Oh, nice. Well, I feel bad for all of y'all who are trying to figure out or who know Unreal looking at me because I have no idea what's going on. The project about, honestly, it's just I have literally never touched Unreal, so I'm just kind of going through that a bit. I was messing with some of the control rig stuff because I do rigging primarily, so I was messing around with that in a previous stream. But honestly, right now I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Basically, just simply learning. Thanks. Yeah. So, yeah, Anno isn't that long around. Just started at... Okay. Yeah. I do like some of it though. I like, so far the customization seems pretty good, and some of the starting stuff seems pretty dope. I love that he's floating 10 out of 10. Okay, so I'm gonna swap this back now because this is not fun to watch. So let's swap this back to Quinn. Do I want Quinn simple? Not really sure what the difference. I assume it's lower res. Okay, I've broken all their animations now too. Nice. I was like, can I just go? There we go. Perfect. Okay. So where did he like shuddering? I really need to get some sleep. That's no worries, Shadow. It'd be late around places. One day we'll get you to make an RTS as well. God, Bardak, I can't. No, I like fucking you and Jern are making one. I like it seems like everyone's making an RTS, and I'm like, I can't do it. But no, thanks for hopping by, Shadow. I really do appreciate it, and thank you for the follow as well. But yeah, no, get some sleep. It do be late. I won't be going too long. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream for me. I want basically an excuse to do loads of character animation because I haven't got to do any animation since I was in college. Thank you. Believe in your shelf. Believe. I mean, I do have a shelf like right over there. It is a pretty good shelf, so I do believe in it. Okay. So let's just stop jumping around. Let's try and actually figure out what I'm trying to do here. So this is, from what I understand, this is like the base, the whole character enveloped. So this is the capsule, this is the mesh. I think this is just a facing, so I can tell which way is forward. And from what I could tell with this camera boom is that it doesn't take into rotation at all. I think it's probably just a... Yeah, just if I mess that up, the camera should still be fine, right? I think the camera boom is just... Okay. It's just in case I do this. Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful view. Beautiful view. I think this is just the actual camera that's following me around. That's just the FOV. I want to see. Awesome. Look at that. Cinematic. The cinematic views. The things I provide you guys. Perspective. Interesting. You can go orthographic. Okay, I'm actually kind of interested in. You can go orthographic. That's kind of interesting. Can I zoom out? No, I can't zoom out. Weird. The fact that you can do that's kind of cool though. Change the clipping as well. Because I think if I did have to, if I was going to make a game, I would probably do one of those. What are they called? I guess it'd be isometric, but like not actual like pixel isometric. It'd be like Bastion / transistor type of isometric. I think those are isometric. Probably using the wrong term for those. I love that kind of style. So these are all fine. These aren't getting... Are these triggers? Oh god. Event call when an opponent hits or is hit by something solid. This can happen due to things like card movement. Okay, interesting. So this is begin overlap. So this is like if I'm inside of something, overlaps. Walking into a trigger, it's exiting a trigger. Okay. So this is the third character. But the thing I'm still kind of... Oh god. Trying to get used to navigating here is a little bit weird. It's like if you don't rotate around with Alt, which I should just do with Alt all the time, I suppose. So this is like the player start. Static mobility, capsule component. I'm just trying to figure out how this decides, hey, this is what you should spawn. Advanced. No. Like, you know, I know that this is, I guess it's a type of player start, but like what would happen, right, if I get rid of that? I mean, am I actually getting rid of it or just hiding it? No, it's just, I'm just hiding it. Oh. Interesting. Oh, this is... I definitely need to change the layout a little bit because it's fucking with me. If I add... How do I do this? Please track down. Okay. What are these? Glasses. Whoa. Let me see. Is player start in this? Is that what that is? Is like a... So if I add a player start, what happens if I do this now? Like... So now I have two of these. I assume this is not, you know... I assume the game doesn't like this. Add size. But if I just like... If I remove the first one, do I just spawn on the second one? Interesting. So it's just like respawn points and they're just going based off the first one that was initialized. Trying to select, how do I see more information about player start? Size. Is that some reference that I don't understand? Am I out of the loop once again? Also, I wonder, like, if I scale this... Oh, actually, no, I don't want to scale that one. I want to scale this one. What happens if I scale... Oh, okay. No, I was just making sure. Okay, no, I was just wondering. I was like, wait. Now I spawn over here? Wait. What? I just swapped spawn, didn't I? she said. Okay, so it's whichever one I have selected, I spawn at. No? I take it back. Shift F1. Okay. You do you are a rigger? Interesting. Yes, I do a Maya rigging. Actually one thing I can do. So this isn't 1 second. I can load up some of my Maya rig stuff. But yeah, I did rigging, and I guess I primarily do I'm a character TD. That's what I was. So was my last job. I was a junior character TD. So I make like tools for riggers, but I do some rigging. And that's why I'm kind of looking at the control rig for Unreal. His work is rigged indeed. Not as rigged as fucking Jern's. Yeah, sure. 1 second. If you want to post it, just give me 1 second to permit you. Because Nightbot does not like. There you go. If you want to post the link, go for it. One second now. Good old Instagram. Let me open things, please. Oh, cool. I assume you don't mind me putting this on stream, Dev. Yeah, I guess I should ask for permission first. I'm just trying to get this loaded up. Well, I've done some stuff in Unity. I was making a couple of what's it called? Well, actually, I'll do this first, and I get very distracted. So sorry. This is very interesting. So you do like I can't scroll. Oh, Jesus, he's being here. Yeah, I'm going against the grain, I suppose. So this is a lot of like vehicles and stuff. Interesting. You do kind of like a lot of props. Yeah, I mostly deal with character stuff. This is really cool. I don't know how you have the patience to do like this many different tanks. I imagine, is it like this? Do you use like what would they be called? Like a kit bash for these, or are these all just straight up completely done? Like from just the ground up. That's cool. Ooh. Oh, nice. Warhammer. I like the models of Warhammer. Trying to figure out the rules is terrible. Very thankful hobby indeed. And multipliers. Nice. I tried to get into some Blender stuff, and I just it fucks with me. My tendencies it does not agree with. This is super cool though. Is my account attached to this? It does. Cool. Okay. So 1 second. I might have my I've just been talking about it, and I didn't realize I'd swapped over to my other scene, so you guys haven't seen that. It was really cool. Thanks. Go check out Dev stuff. This is why I'm a disaster. So I'll try to open this up. I can only sculpt in Blender, but barely. I mean, honestly, you can do basically anything, all the sculpting you need to do in Blender. I know, like when I was in college, a lot of the game dev people were using Blender just because it was free. But like you could do most of the stuff you could like do in ZBrush or anything. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to find my rig. Sorry, now. Unfortunately, I did a Spyro rig. But I can't show that because I don't have my 2020 anymore. Rig. Here we go. Nope. What is going on? My desktop is a mess. I tried using ZBrush. I failed because I didn't get it. That's fair. I mean, having help definitely is nice for that. But I mean, there'd be a lot of ZBrush. I hope there'd be a lot of ZBrush documentation, but you wouldn't know, to be honest. Okay, actually, I think it's in. No, that's Creature. Studio Project. Oh, here we go. No? I'm just gonna actually have to do it in my actual Windows thing because it just doesn't want to work. Oh, yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, hey, you're saving some money as well, so that can't be bad. Sorry about this now, because for some reason I just cannot find any of my work. Why, that's Spyro. Okay, here we go. Here's Camille scenes. This one. Oh, that's cool. I learned how to play the Among Us theme. Mega. 1 second. Desktop. College cleanup. Camille scenes. Okay, here we go. You know, doing that useful things. Okay, that took way too long. I definitely need to put this somewhere that I can actually load it easier. For some reason, the skins aren't loading in either. Awesome. I can load this in. Desktop. Nope. There we go. That was a mess. Here we go. That took way too long. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so this is one of the characters. I did 2 characters from my last year of college, and these were the kind of the last major rig things I did. This is, I believe, like a waitress rig that was released. For some reason, her textures won't load in. I can do this and make it a little bit better at least. So this was kind of my base, just to be like, this is a rig I can do. That was kind of the base thing for this. I think she's in IK mode. Her wrists don't have any helpers because this is, I just did base joints for everything. Yeah. She's very good. Now, I didn't do any of the model work for this, so I can't take any credit for that. So this is just rigs. And good old, you know, if you're showing off a rig, you gotta show the foot roll. This is the whole point of rigging. The whole point of rigging. Look at that foot roll. I mean, don't show this normally. People don't care. It's like everyone's done a foot roll ever. But it's like, fuck, trying to figure that shit out. Stupid. So that was that one. And if I can find an image of the other one, I don't have my image of it, but I'll show the actual image. It's a model that Ryan Chapman made. It's like a grown-up Spyro. If I can find it. Yeah, it's been a hot second. Let's see if I can find a decent image of this. We have it in like a T-pose. So this is the other. I did this rigged up basically. This was much cheaper when I bought it. It was not $100. That was not. I did not pay for that. But yeah, it's basically kind of the thing. The main reason I tackled this is most of it's basically the same. I had to do some wings and I had to do the. Watch it go. Yeah, you were imagining normal Spyro, not Daddy Spyro. Daddy Spyro. Beat, indeed. But yeah, and the tail and stuff. So what I mainly did with this is I kind of worked through basically building like a rough auto rigger. That was kind of my last year project, is trying to be like, okay, I did one rig purely manual. Now I'm going to do this other rig with extra bits and try and make it all procedural. That's basically the idea. It was fun doing these legs. Awful. It's so I hate doing edible legs. It's the worst because you have to like. I'm trying to think. Do I have an easy way to show this? Spyro still got indeed. Spyro is a hot boy. He's very, and like also you get like old Sparks as well with like a mustache. It's fucking amazing. Does everything? You get all the weights and stuff with it. It's good. It doesn't come rigged. Yes, it doesn't come rigged. It's just T-pose, which was fun trying to get it back into an A-pose. But yeah, so Camille, I don't think she has the correct spine, so I think she just, yeah, her spine doesn't rotate correctly. All the funs of learning things. Ooh, that's pretty bad tearing. What the fuck was that 1-star rating? I don't know. People be weird. I think I have my Oh, these are the fingers. Spread. But yeah, so this is basically without any helpers. That's why it's tearing pretty badly. I'm surprised. Oh, I think I put all my. Did I put all my? Yeah, I put all my blends on this. Actually, wait. The other thing you always have to do is a rigger, which I've learned. Just do this. Oh, damn. She's shaking. She's shaking though. Boom, 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 boom. That's how you test a rig. I'm trying to do a reset that I don't have anymore. And then you have all FKs. I didn't do switches because most of the time I find people don't really use switches. I don't know if any of you do animation, but most of the time I feel like animators just use blends, or they just use a blend as a switch anyway. So it's kind of what it's. The position hop is useful, but it's a lot more work, especially when I'm trying to do this all myself. But yeah, so that's basically, this is what I've done, and what I do on top of that is I basically try to make tools like this. What even is a switch? I can't tell if are you asking that seriously, Bardaki, or are you asking that as like a joke? Because just, you know, switching from, yeah, basically what it is like, for example, if you don't know what it is, what you'd switch, what people want, say they want, and sometimes they do, but it depends on the kind of situation. We still got switches on Paul. Yeah, like I think it definitely works for some things, and like if you really build it in, it can be useful. But a lot of the time, I feel like you can got no clue. So basically, this is what a switch would do, right? If I just say, so this is that arm getting moved in IK, right? So I have the arm here in IK. Normally, you wouldn't really use an arm in IK unless it's like attached to something, or like if you're like have it on a desk, you wouldn't have arms swinging in IK because that's not how arms work normally. So right, if I wanted to swap this to FK now, right? If you're like, okay, it was on a table, now I want to swap it over to FK because I want to animate it more easily. If you try and swap it back to FK, it'll snap up. It won't, like, what a switch would do would basically, it would automatically set this to this location. So that it would be a seamless swap over. But yeah, I mean, you live your life, Bardaki. I'm not going to tell you how to, if you want to have inverse kinematic arms and just not be able to move them in world space as you live your life, as you just, like, you just get dragged away. You live your life, you know, if you want to basically, oh, I can't drag that one. You know, get dragged away and just see your arm. I mean, if I had stretch, it would also just stretch into oblivion. But it can be useful, but I feel like a lot of the time, the blend kind of works anyway. Because you end up having to kind of do the pose anyway. But if you have tools around it, it can be useful. I think that's kind of the main thing. If you don't have tools around it, then the switch just fucking fucks your life. But again, you know, I'm just a junior little babby, so don't listen to me too much. And actually, I think this I had for, you could do swinging. Swing. Woo. Also, what is this? Oh, this is one of the guides. Interesting. Yeah, this is a guide that isn't being hidden. You can tell that I definitely had a lot of sleep when I was submitting this in college. I totally had so much sleep that I was like, yes, I turned off everything that should have been hidden. You want to watch out for that, folks. This is why you automate things, because I don't think I turned off any of those. Nope. Just inside of her. Are they just inside of her? Been a while since I've been in. Surprised that that's hidden. I think I just disabled the shape. Oh, yeah, look at this. She's beauty, she's great. Okay, so this is kind of the other thing I was doing, because I will say when I was taught rigging in college, was not very well taught. Like, no offense to my lecturers, it was pretty badly taught, and they didn't really have any idea what's going on. So they're just like, just stack everything under one hierarchy. It's totally fine. It's not great. So I kind of I was following Cult of Rig. I don't know if you guys have really heard of that. That's a very good rigging tutorial. It really breaks down like everything. At least in Maya. Blender, it's 50-50 because you need to try and figure out how to transfer it over. But you can kind of break everything. Like these globals are used to determine where the IK should be in like global space, and then these are legs. Because like if you're doing like that foot roll, for example, I'll just reset her into something that's not crazy. If I have enough resets. Because like technically, right, if you want to do like a foot roll, you need to actually be able to pivot from this location, like here. But normally, like if I want to move my leg around, I actually want to pivot from here or from the ground. Usually the controls actually set to the ground. But if you want to do the foot roll, you actually want to start it from either back here or in the front. I fucked it now because I moved the location. I keep trying to do a reset. So you need like 2 different sets that can interact with each other basically, and just pivot, multiply out into the final result. Actually, this is why the guides are hidden, because I have them all hidden. Thinky face. Yeah. Fun controls. But now I'm trying to figure out kind of how much of this can I bring into Unreal, because stuff is not fun. It's not too bad. Like, this took me ages. What I will show you guys, this is the real pain of Maya, and I will complain to anyone that will listen to me. This graph editor, I love graphs. I love graph editors. I fucking love them. But Maya's graph editor is the worst graph editor I've ever seen. Nothing works. But I'm not even going to complain about that. Right, I'm going to complain about how much work I have to do. So do I have my face somewhere set up? No. So this is all of the nodes I needed to do an arm. Do I not have my face? Here's face. These are all the nodes you need for the face, by the way. I think you could like condense these into one node, but mine doesn't have an easy option for that. So it's pain. Because basically you need to like feed all of the dimensions in. And this is why I basically just end up using matrices, because most of the time they just end up doing that anyway. This is basically all just for so I can detach the guides. The guides are still attached right now, which they shouldn't be. But yeah, it's fun times. But now the real thing is, if I like, this is where pain happens. If I like do this, oh wait, no, do I have everything locked? I'm a smart boy. I locked everything. Is it gonna do it? There we go. I just tried to bring in one new node. It fucking moved everything in my graph. It moved everything. Now, it didn't move everything previously because you can lock everything manually. It reshuffled my entire graph. I have no idea what I'm just looking at right now. It's just, it hurts me. I cry every time this happens. It's just, why would you do this? But yeah, no. So what I am trying to do now, back to Unreal, back to not Maya, is I'm trying to see how much of this. Also, I love this. It's just massive arrow. I'm trying to see how much of that kind of stuff I can bring over into Maya, or not into Maya, into Unreal, because everyone kind of seems to be going towards Unreal. No offense to the Unity stuff, but like a lot of places that I hear, they're like, hey, can you build stuff in Unreal? I'm like, okay, I guess. So I'm kind of trying to check this out. So I'm checking out Control Rig. I did a little bit of this a couple of streams ago, just to figure out what the fuck is going on. Compile. So this should work now. So I have IK on the arm. I just have general controls. There's some stuff I do like in Unreal, like being able to recompile it every time. That's pretty nice. And like a lot of these nodes I quite like. I like having comment systems. Fucking comments. Oh, my favorite thing in the world. Being able to tell, oh, this is for this specific piece. Oh, so good. Yeah, again, this is gonna be super messy. I don't know why these are on top of each other. I think these should probably be down here. I'm just going to leave that where it is. I'm not going to go near it. I think I'm using some of these wrong as well, because I think I need to be using, what's it called? Project New Parent, this thing more. I think that's basically what I'm doing a lot of the time with the matrices. Because what you do is like, what you could do is you can make an arm in like world space and then just use like matrix multiplication to put it in the same space as the torso, so it would move with the torso, but it wouldn't have to be physically connected to the torso. I think that's what this just does. It just projects it to a new parent, so it takes it out of its old parent, which would just be world space, and then puts it into parent space. But I actually don't think I need to worry about that as much in Unreal. Based on, now I don't know exactly if I'm figuring this all out correctly. Also, this isn't my character, this is one of the Mixamo characters, just because I needed something that had a clean structure. But it seems like, from what I've understood so far, is that basically you need an existing, you don't absolutely need an existing skeleton, but it seems like you mostly need an existing skeleton, and you pretty much need everything to be already weighted in before you bring it into Unreal. Like maybe like if it's like a bending pole or something, you could get away with not waiting, but like for a character you need the weights already in. You can't like do any weight cleanup in Unreal. Oh, this doesn't work because it's in IK, I think. Yeah, there we go. Which I'm still not sure if I'm missing something about that or if that's just a limitation of the software. It just basically means that if I wanted to go, okay, I'm never going to use Maya again, I'm just going to use this, I would have to still use Blender or something to weight paint, which isn't too bad, but none of the software's weight painting is very good. Maya's is not great. That's why everyone uses NG Skin Tools. Blender's is... So there's some parts that I saw look pretty cool, like the gradient tool looked very useful for it, but some of the rest of it looked a little bit awkward. Like its defaults were pain and sadness. But one of the things that I think looks very promising with Unreal's thing is like that you can kind of have this like procedural load up. So like it seems built towards what the weights do. It's basically like weights. I'm trying to see if do I have a good example of this? Can I? These are all in IK. I actually don't want them to be in IK. I think it's. What am I trying to? I'm trying to. Oh, I just have a setting. Element. Oh, here we go. Nope. I can show you a good example if I can figure out where I'm getting these. Oh no, that's just giving me the list. FK, IK. I don't remember how I set this up now. This is the problem with not doing this all the time. Branch, here we go. If I set this is left arm. Now it's back to FK. So when I'm talking about weighting, if you have no idea what that means, is basically when you do actually I still have this loaded up, so this could be a good idea. This is probably a better showing for this situation. I'm gonna turn off all of this. Back to this. So when I'm talking about weighting, if I unlock mesh, no, not that, unlock mesh. Basically all of these, I don't know if anyone does know or whatever you do know about it, these are all vertices. So you get 2 vertices, you can make an edge, you make 4 vertices, you make a face. So that's a vert, this is an edge, and then this is a face. I assume most people know this, but just you know, go with me on this one. Each of these vertices needs to be, if you want it to be like a moving mesh, it needs to basically be weighted to something, which are joints, which if I turn on the skeleton here and I make it visible, this is the skeleton. This is also locked, so this is the skeleton. So for example, this arm, if you think about it, right, you kind of just think about it like you can kind of, what am I trying to say? You can go a little bit more advanced, but if you think about it like a human being, right? If you're thinking of this, this part of your arm, if you actually think about how your arm moves, like if I picked this part of your arm, like let's say this kind of loop, what bone moves that arm? That's kind of what you're trying to think about, right? What bone moves that arm? And does it move it 100%? Like if I moved my, like, I'm trying to see like this bone here, would that move the thing I have selected? No. So that would get a 0 weighting, and it would give a complete weighting to this bone right here. But like the reason that becomes an issue at some points is like if you think about this elbow, your elbow is basically 50-50 between those 2 bones roughly. So like I think what bone moves what? Yeah, basically like you can kind of weight it like that. And you know, we kind of cheated in animation a lot of the time. So if I open up, actually, can I open up NG Skin Tools? Because that would help a lot. I think I did this in the first one. We'll see now. No, it's not weighted, but I could probably show you guys. Okay, I haven't updated this since I finished college, so so I go into painting here. Cool. Let's go to one influence. So this is left arm. So I guess I can just do left arm. Left. I did arm. Well, so if I go, oh no, this is right. Be good if I could tell my lefts and my rights. So if you look at this weighting, basically, if pure white is 100% weighting, so like that's completely following the shoulder bone. This is 100% following the elbow bone. But if you see here, it kind of gets more gray. That's basically showing each of these kind of has a roughly 50-50 control over these vertices, so that if you bend them like this, you'll get kind of a they'll each try and take a little bit, so it wouldn't go completely against it. So for example, if I took this, yeah, like if I went into this, I'll fuck this up just so you can see what could happen. If I change this to 100, let's do this. It bends much more because it's completely trying to follow this bone. Yeah, that's basically you try and paint the weights on. That's the idea. That doesn't make sense to anyone. Feel free to say, because that probably wasn't the easiest explanation to follow. So yeah, like, so it kind of it breaks down, and you can put helper joints in. That's kind of what I'm talking about, helpers or like extra joints. What people would do is, like, if you look here, this isn't a great example. Like if you actually looked at a sleeve bending, that's not what a sleeve does. You know, if you bent your elbow there, that's not what a sleeve would do. What you do is you put an extra joint here, which a normal human being wouldn't have an extra joint like popping out of their skin to fix this deforming issue. But you could do that so that would stay in place when this bends. That's basically the whole point of a helper joint, which I just didn't do because I didn't have time and I didn't really care. What was I trying to say here? And the main thing that I think it also is a little bit confusing between Blender and Maya, right? Is because when I'm talking about bones, right? Which that's how a lot of things like Blender's in bones, and I believe Unreal is not in bones. Unreal is actually technically in joints, and Maya is in joints. So it's a little bit confusing. Like when I'm talking about this, right? If you like see this from like this circle to this circle, that's considered a bone, but Maya doesn't actually work in bones, which is the confusing part. Maya works in joints, so it looks at this joint and this joint. That's all. It doesn't. This like I guess like pyramid that's getting drawn between them, or like I guess a cone or whatever. That doesn't actually exist. That's Maya showing you the relationship between them. That doesn't actually do anything. It's just showing, hey, this bone is pointing towards that way. That's all it's doing. Letting you know that's how it's working. In Blender, rattle me bones, indeed. But if you go to Blender, they don't do that. Blender has bones, I believe. Last time I checked, anyway, maybe they've changed it, I don't know. Where like it has a bone with two ends. So this would be the start end, and this would be the end. You have bones, yeah. So it gets a little bit confusing because then you have two different ends of each bone, and like when you're talking about trying to talk between Maya and Blender in that regard, it gets a little bit confusing because they're like, oh, you usually do stuff from the shoulder, but they're actually talking about like I would work with the shoulder in Maya and the elbow, but in Blender you just have the upper arm bone. So it's a kind of a slightly different way of working. And the other thing that Blender I don't believe lets you do with rigging is you don't have direct access to the matrices. And if anyone doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about in that regard, is that the easiest way to say it is like you have these transforms which are all in Euler situations. So you can rotate them like this. I can't rotate that one. You can rotate them like this. But if you just basically, those are kind of easier interpreted version of a matrix for all of those values. So Maya is just returning those all back to matrices and then revamping them back out to something that's easier to read. I think Euler is just rotation, actually, not. Translate as well, I can't remember. So you can kind of skip a couple of steps by just going straight to matrices, sticking with that the whole way through, and then just pumping it back out at the end. That's basically what I do. But I don't think Blender gives you direct access to those values, so it's kind of like here's. So I have to go and kind of go the long way around. Unreal, from what I saw, does give you matrix stuff, so I'm digging that. Multiply, you kind of basically only need to be able to, matrix wise, you only need to be able to multiply. You need to be able to invert, which they let you do. They let you multiply, and that's kind of all you really need. Like other matrix stuff is helpful, but being able to multiply and invert are the main things. Like inverting a matrix basically just flips it completely. Like if I have an example here, this is like the simplest example you can have for an invert. If I take this cube, I'm just gonna try and solo it. Like this would be a specific matrix. If I inverted it, it would literally just give me the exact opposite of that and put it trying back into the center. If I applied it to that, but if I just inverted it, it would just go here, basically. Thank you for explaining, though. That's no worries. You get some sleep, Bardaki. Prep. Oh yeah, prep for work, is it, or for streams? But get some sleep. It do be late. I probably won't be going too much longer. But yeah, so that's kind of why I'm a little bit hopeful for Unreal, because it has all those matrix things offered. So maybe ? But I'd still have to go into Blender, prefer going to bed. Oh, I see. That's fair. Okay. Well, no. Get some sweet dreams, Bardaki. Thank you again. And feel free to ask any questions if I'm chattering on about something during the streams, because honestly, a lot of this stuff I'm like, I have no idea what's going on Unreal, but I know how to do rigging stuff, so it's like the weird mismatch. But yeah, so that's kind of why I'm like, I need to use a program to still paint weights. So that's my main issue, because I don't think you can paint weights in Unreal, from what I've seen anyway. So like, I couldn't just bring this mesh in and work on that, which is unfortunate. I understand why they haven't done it, because you don't like, it's kind of a more edge case. So not edge case, but like in terms of what Unreal's doing, I believe from what I've seen about Control Rig, Control Rig doesn't seem to really, what am I trying to say here? It doesn't seem to really work in terms of like, it doesn't seem to be the main way they want you to do animations. It seems to be kind of like an adjustment rig in my eyes. So far, anyway, I haven't seen too much of it, but everything I've seen about it seems like, okay, you already have animations, but you want to make slight adjustments to like, oh, this character's actually, you want them to be slightly taller, or like you want their arms to be slightly higher for this action thing that we've already done. So you could just make a control rig and raise their arms a little bit. That seems to be what it's for. But like, I know that they made the Meerkat demo and stuff. I need to check those out. But I just kind of want to see how some of the Unreal stuff works in general. I have a little bit better idea of how Unity works. But I probably should go watch like an hour-long Unreal tutorial and figure out what the fuck is going on. But I feel like most of the time just throwing yourself into the deep end and just trying to break stuff, like putting 2 of these in for some reason, see why that works, is a good way to figure out what the fuck is going on. So I spawn here because I'm clicking on that one. I'm clicking on this one. Do I spawn here? Okay. I'm clicking here. Do I spawn on this one? No. But I don't think I was actually selecting it. I'm still selecting 2. Oh, no, I'm selecting, yeah. So now I'm selecting 3. Okay. That's interesting. These have like if they're selected, they're what you spawn in. But I assume it just goes back to the last one if I'm not selecting anything. Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out, like, I guess I'm somehow setting, I don't need this anymore. But yeah, sorry about that big rigging rant. I hope that was somewhat informational in case anyone's like, what the fuck was that? Let's put these back to 1. What was I trying to do here? I don't know why this is at the bad size now. I don't know what I did wrong with that. I definitely need to reorganize this layout because I feel like I'm running out of space constantly. I think I need to put this outliner over there. I'm not really sure. I'm just trying to figure out, because this is basically saying, okay, this is the player. Let's create them, right? Like let's spawn them here. How do I know? How does the game know that the thing I have, which is this? How do they know that this is the player? I guess this is what's loading. Defines default. Okay, this defines the default pawn. I see. So that's game station, game player controller, default pawn. I see. So that's just, I think this is just loading the default pawn? Question mark? Okay, I'm just gonna go up on that one. Oh, so you can actually specify a tag used when searching for which player start to use. Oh, no, that's how I could have multiple starts and I could specify which one. Okay. Unreal assigns default player pawn in the project settings. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, Jesus Christ. Then that pawn has default settings of its own. Okay, there'll be a lot to go through here. I think I'm gonna come back to this one. we're gonna come back to that one. Yeah, that's good to know though. I didn't realize it was said. So it signs default player pawn. So I'm like hella missing frames for some reason. I don't know what's going on. What's going on? Twitch is being weird lately. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. I noticed yesterday our character rather pawn is also a different thing. And that character is different. With default settings of its own. Yeah, okay. Yeah, like I think pawn, from what I understood looking at these things, at least looking at their kind of collision stuff, is that a pawn is just like a like moving thing, like an AI or a character kind of thing. It's a little bit I understood, but I'm just kind of interested because if I change, so this is the kind of thing that it's reading for the character, the main character, because like if I change this mesh to like anything, to like Manny, for example. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. I wanted to change its mesh, not its thing. I changed this to Quinn, and this all resets. It doesn't reset, but I'm now Quinn instead. She doesn't turn around. I think I've borked something with the camera. She doesn't like turn. I don't know what I've done. Oh, Unreal does not like that. I guess Lumi or Dev, is Unreal 5, I'm just using 5 because it's the newest thing and I'm like, I might as well try it out in the new thing and see what's broken. Is Unreal 5 still in beta? Because I'm not really, like, I'm having a couple of weird instances. I'm not sure if it's because it's in beta or if I'm just suffering. No, it's not. It's released. Okay. Yeah, no, I've had some weird, it's just new. Yeah. No, that's fair. It's some bugs and stuff. I have a lot, I don't know if it's like is it just a Unity thing or if it's because it's new. I have had some weird instances when like I'm trying to update numbers. I'm gonna find an example of this that I can actually show. Like if I'm trying to update numbers, it seems to lag a lot. Like it's not giving me an update of what I'm changing. And it just freezes and then it'll update. If it's like a big number, if I'm doing a small change, it's fine. But like if I start speeding it up into like, I want like tens of numbers at once, it really lags, which feels weird. But yeah, no, that it is understandable. It is new. It is new. I'm excited to see what it can do though, because I've heard good things from when I was in college. There was a game development course alongside our animation course, so those guys were like, "Yes, let us use Unreal, please." So I'm excited to see what all the hubbub is about. Okay. The one thing I guess I have a rough I have the roughest of ideas about this. What I'm going to do instead now is don't save. I don't want to save any of that. I broke everything. I'll leave that open for now. I'm going to try one of the other projects. I just want to see what's different in a different project. Because I know that there's a first-person project, there's a third-person project, and then there's the top-down project. I still haven't exactly figured out how to launch the like Meerkat demo. I'm gonna try top-down. Wonderful naming. What was I gonna say? But yeah, do you guys are you guys like Unreal devs for work as well, or is it just kind of a stream thing? Like a differences are mainly the control presets. Oh, okay. I need to check that out. So. Hobby. Oh no, that's fair. Yeah, I just I know I follow a couple of other Unity streamers. That's kind of what I've seen. Oh, the one thing. Can I update this? Will this update my? No. Okay. This is something else I need to figure out. Mouse invert. It doesn't keep my invert for this because Maya has an invert or not. I guess I don't know if it's an invert or if Unreal is inverted, but the pan is all wrong. Okay, so let's try this out. But yeah, no, I follow a couple of Unity streamers like Bardaki and Irish Jern and Danny. But I don't think he streamed in a couple of days now, or no, bit. And interesting to see because I think most of them are like coders, not in their day to day. The pan is wrong. Yeah, like I guess what I'm trying to say, like this, like when you're kind of trying to just pan the camera around. Maya is flipped for this. Now I don't know which one is wrong or not wrong. They're like it's a camera invert. It's a preference. It's just so like I think if I go left, yeah, Maya is one. If I move my mouse left, I go right. Whereas this one, so I guess Maya's is inverted. But I've used Maya for 6 years, so I think Blender's also is like that as well. I think there are some settings on the top right. Oh, interesting. I'm not too sure on the pan. Yeah, no, I changed it in the settings anyway. It's just the thing that annoyed me. Well, it doesn't annoy me, is that I changed this. So this is an editor preference. Do editor preferences not save between projects? Is that like a thing? Because I changed this in the rig. No, the viewport thingy, top right of the viewport. This thing. Oh, you can put it into 4. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing now. No, I'm not sure. I need to start it. No, it's no worries. You don't use pan. How do you move around? I guess you just play the game, I suppose. You probably play in game mode, right? I don't know. I always have to pan around. Interesting. So if I do that, I just walk off the edge. Okay. No, so I was more just confused because like this is like an editor preference, but it doesn't seem to save between projects, which is weird to me. But I don't know. So these are all like world box and they're set to be. But the thing I've learned, the little bits I've learned, is that this, I think the default for this is actually block all dynamic, I think is the default. I'm not sure exactly if it is the default, but can I check the default here? No, right. I right click and arrow move around with different speeds. No, I right click. What? You right click and arrow. What? Oh, wait. I'm not. I am in the game. That's why that doesn't work. This is wild to me. Interesting. Okay, that's kind of cool. This is like fly mode in Maya. Yeah, fly mode in Maya is not this intuitive though. I will say that fly mode in Maya is pretty bad. Okay, that's kind of cool. You know, I mainly I use F and then pan around, and there's usually a lot of rotating around in Maya. The thing I'm not super fan of, well, I don't know if I'm not a fan of, I work with the map a lot. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, like I have to work around one character, so it's a different vibe. One thing I don't know if I love it or hate it yet is that if you right click to do the rotate around, if you use Alt, which is you have to use Alt to be able to move around in Maya. If you use Alt, it rotates around where your mouse is. If I put my mouse like here, or no, does it rotate around the mouse or does it rotate around the center of the screen? If I put my mouse like here, okay, it rotates around the center of the screen if you hold Alt, but if you don't hold Alt, it just rotates around you. And I feel like that's probably more useful. It wouldn't be useful in Maya, but it's probably useful here. Surprised that this isn't a right-click move. Okay, so enough of this. So these are the building blocks. So those are all. These are the chamfered cubes. And player start. Okay. I guess the other thing I don't really know anything about, because I used a tiny bit of C++ in Maya, but like because you can use blueprints or you can and you can use C++. Do you just use blueprints usually, Lumi, or do you use C++? Because I have no idea. So these are the pillars. Okay, so this is navigation. What is this? Nav link proxy. What? Nav link bounds volume? I can't click out of it. Is that what that's saying? I think that's what that's saying. One thing I do want to open. Oh my god, what's going on? Please, calm yourself. Top down. So if I go into the blueprints, I want to see what's different. So the controller's different, and the character. I wish that kind of started. Okay, there we go. That's what I want. This is a spring arm. What's the difference between a spring arm and a boom arm? Try to maintain its children at a fixed distance, but we'll try if there's a collision. Used as a camera boom. Oh, wait. Is this just a camera boom? What? I think it is a boom. It's just called a boom arm in the third person project, I think. Animation blueprint. I definitely need to look in the animations because I'm very intrigued to see some of the like blending and stuff, because you know I've primarily worked with TV and film, so like you know we wouldn't really use cycles, but we wouldn't use like I saw it in the third person project. They did like you have a forward and you have a forward walk and you have a forward run and they just blend between them depending on your speed, that kind of stuff. I want to definitely work on that stuff more, because I saw a good few talks. I think there were GDC talks from Gwen Frey. She worked on Flame in the Flood, and she works on Kine, which is a really cool puzzle game. I would really recommend. It's very fucking blows my mind every time I try to play it. It's very good though. And she did a very good talk on that kind of stuff. And I really want to try and get into that a bit more, because I feel like that might be where some of the animation stuff is going. So if I can kind of get in on that TD stuff, I would I would like. So this is a proxy. What is this? Navlink proxy. You can't. Okay, it doesn't give me a with movable mobility, with static mobility. That's, I think this is the bounds. Oh, if I shrink this, for example, actually, if I just move this over, let's just put it over there. What happens now? Can I not click over here? No, I can. Interesting. I was smoking. That's no worries. You know, gotta take a break. You gotta take a break. I think this is building the nav mesh. Is that what this is? Trying to figure out. I think shadow doubles. Oh, okay, interesting. Blueprints. Okay, yeah, I use blueprints. I see. Yeah, I mean, the fact that you can kind of dip in and out seems okay. I don't know if it's gonna be like a performance hit, but I definitely want to check it out, because you can use it in Maya as well. I mainly use Python with Maya because you can use PyMel, and you can just use the commands module with Python, which basically does the same, all the C++ stuff, and you can use and I know some C# just because of the stuff I've done in Unity. Yeah, like I think generally C++ is going to be better for performance, but like it's one of those things where like I imagine Blueprint's probably a little bit easier to use. C++ is anything I've looked at, it's pain. Let's take the 1 meter wheel. Yeah, that's fair. You know, C++ is one of those things where you like it feels like you learn it out of necessity because you need the performance. Anything else is pain. Easier to use, but it plays the refactor. That's fair. That is fair. Okay, so this is the top-down character. So I want to see how this works. Set destination input. Unreleased if okay, well that's touch. Okay, so these are touch. When input is pressed. Okay, here we go. Press released. Set. Stop movement. Target self. Branch if true. Move to hit location. Condition. Follow time pressed. Oh. What is this? Nope. I'm okay. Stop. Oh my god. Okay. You have a comment now. Enjoy. I don't know how to get rid of it. So enjoy follow time. You now can think. So this is just greater than. Target is Kismet. What? Target is Kismet math library. So it's less than, yeah. Well, follow time is less than pressed threshold. This is like a timer, so you can't click forever. Is that the idea? I think you can just click as much as you want. I guess it's probably to stop the character from moving too much if you click too fast. The location under cursor. Interesting. So this is protected, so I can't move it? Oh, I'm still playing the game. I was like, what's going on? I've been learning JavaScript and React recently. Nothing came there. Okay, interesting. I've seen a couple of React like Twitch streams when I was looking in the software and game development tag in Twitch. Yeah, those are like way over my head. Like Python is Python is enough for me. Basically, most of the time, any coding stuff, I'm like, if I can't see like a direct result of what I've just done, I'm like, I pain, I cry. It's heresy. But I mean, hey, you're learning it, so are you a heretic, I suppose? Yeah. So this is move to that, follow mouse or finger. So this is saying, I see. So this is saying that if I hold, I can click and it'll try and figure out. But if I just do this, I see. I mean, hey, at least you know yourself, I suppose. Unreleased. If input wasn't held, try to. Okay. I see. So this basically what happens is this happens first. That happens first, and then if this falls through, then it does this. Falls for the skull's throne. Whatever. Skulls for the skull's throne. So delta seconds. So this is an event tick. Can I actually get one of those? Event tick? No, I want a new one. I want to see. Interesting. So you can only have one event tick. Event called every frame if ticking is enabled. Target is actor. What? Is this input pressed? Condition. Oh, that's the variable. Okay. Variable input pressed. Touch follow time. Category input. So that's the threshold? Okay, that's the follow time. Input pressed. Okay. I think I get it. So what happens here is this sets input to pressed. This sets it to pressed, and then it does this. I see. Interesting. The interesting way to break that. So this is actually what's happening here is... Oh no, I don't want an extra pin. One thing I don't know... Is there a knife tool for these like connections? So I know you can like, click on them, but in Maya there's like a knife you can use to just cut connections. And I missed that already. So this is basically down here, essentially. Hold Alt and if I just press the node. Oh, okay. But if there's multiple connections, it can't. It doesn't know which one to cut, so it doesn't do it. No? Wait, what? What have I done? Oh, on the circle. I see. On the input. I see. Okay, that's not too bad. That's a lot easier to select than the line. Okay, cool. That helps a lot. Because yeah, in Maya you can just do this. What is it? If I could load up any of these. You can still just hold Alt. You can just no. Oh wait, no. I think I set it up so it's a different command. Clicking on the connection to create a repeater node. Yeah, that is one thing that I am super happy about. But yeah, I can just make a knife tool. And my shortcuts are gone. Like right. Maya, what should do this? Yeah, so this click on the connection to create a like this. No, let's wait till it. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, these are really useful because I also did some Nuke training, which is, if you don't know what Nuke is, Nuke's a compositing software like Adobe After Effects, but probably more for 3D. They also have a graph and they let you do these, and it's very useful for organization. So like, you know, I assume there's a reason that this is set up, but you could just, you know, basically pipe this into stuff as well. Interesting. So if it's false, add pin. Well, okay, so what is this? It's addition. His myth. I want to see his myth. No. Addition. Plus. Add. Oh. I didn't actually want to open this, but okay. Interesting. Because I've also noticed that you can have group nodes. I noticed that in the I can't load it now because I don't have it. Typing plus Does that for all the variable types? Typing plus. It does that for all the variable types. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, I noticed that you can do group things. Like if I try to load in, I don't know if I can. To bone IK function. You can have these functions and you can step inside them or not. No, I think I need to do it in the character. Which seemed very useful for rigging, at least. Character, mannequins, rigs. Sorry, more basic. Right click to open the menu. Oh, you mean like the search menu? I see. Okay, I gotcha. I understand now. I understand. You do increments. Okay, that's good. So can you do subtract? Can you do? I assume you can do divide and everything as well. Divide. Okay, cool. Depends on the function. Yeah. Okay, that's actually pretty useful. I'm just surprised that it's not named, or like I'm surprised it just doesn't have addition. Some of this seems like this has got a super long name and this has nothing. But I guess it's probably for legibility. You'd be like, okay, this doesn't have a name, so it's just a base like math function. Okay, location under cursor. Location. Oh, these are for pick a. Okay, I see. Select vector. Okay, here we go. I do like this function, this ability to be able to just be like, okay, I want more information, and like some of them have it, some of them don't, unfortunately. But like that, the fact they can do that and be like, yes, this is what I wanted to read. Very helpful. Maya's documentation can be sadness at times. So this is branch. So this is a condition node. I'm trying to relate this to Maya in my head. So this is a condition node, and then these are the two different results. This is something that intrigues me as well. The fact that you in Unreal you can decide how the I'm trying to think, because you can kind of do this in Maya, but like everything from what I saw in the rigging, if I can load up the rig in this this one. Hopefully it loads. No? Oh, here we go. Jeez. The fact that you get to choose the execute order is interesting to me. Because if I loaded, for example, like if I had like a leg bone and a spine bone, and they were just both in space, and they weren't parented underneath each other, Maya would try to load those all at once. It wouldn't go through A and then B and then C. It would just try to load them both at the same time. I think it would just split up the CPU processor for them. So this is interesting, and the fact that you can do a backward solve specifically, and you can do a setup, and you can do a specific forward solve. That's very nice to me. This seems basically just like a guide setup, which this one is basically, I think, just to put the original locations in, which I don't know if you really. I imagine it's helpful, but I don't know how much you super need that, but probably do for something that I'm not understanding. These are all touch. I'm not really going to worry about touch. Doing stuff for mobile, I'm not even going to look at that nonsense. This is set. Okay, so this just resets follow time. This is follow time. Add the follow time, and then it executes this, which is tries to get its location, tries to get one of those two. This is basically another if, essentially. This is a branch. So this is, I think, a branch of which things you want to execute. Well, these are both just ifs, essentially, but this is specifically for execution. This is just values. So this lets you, you can do those, and then you can target the self follow. Okay. Stop movement. Put it pressed. Stop movement. So you do that, and then it does all this. Like, interesting, because it's interesting that they do this. Those basically execute at the same time. And then if follow time, Press threshold. Oh, I see what that's for now. What executes at the same time? Do these essentially? Well, they don't execute at the exact same time, but these essentially, this is so that it resets. Its movement stopped before it does this whole branch, right? Like this, you know, I know that these technically execute whenever they execute, but I just mean that as in this sets input pressed to true. There are different execution rules. Oh Jesus, yeah. I'm not even going to go into that. I'm just trying to think like logically here, right? But this is like an event stick, so this happens if an event is called, and then this sets this to true. Which, if this is if this input is being pressed, then this happens. And so if this is true, then this branch happens. So input action executes on a pressed input. So this is on a pressed input, but this is just on an event. It even says between 2 frames. Okay. Take us on. Take so every frame. 3 frames, but a lot. Yeah, I get you. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is basically like this is an update, and this is a essentially a trigger. No. Gotcha. I'm just intrigued that they're doing it. This goes off when this calls. Just checking this the whole time. So if this is false, then they're just resetting this every time. I think so. If that's false, like this is happening the whole game, right? This is happening every frame. It's just if this isn't true, then this is always just getting reset. So like this branch, right, is happening all the time. Cool. Great. Interesting. Yeah, like I mean, you need movement to be in. What am I trying to do here? In update. Gotcha. Trying to think if I do that. Yeah, so that's what the timer's for. It needs a branch statement, otherwise we'll just run a command. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, if it doesn't have the branch, it'll just. I need to remember to click out of this. It'll just try and move it the whole time. You basically just follow your cursor around, right? Like if I set this, what happens if I just set this to this? You know, we're breaking things today. He'll just follow the cursor around, right? There we go. What happens if he can't ever meet it? They'll slowly move the camera with it. I mean, this is kind of interesting. Okay, I'll undo this. Okay. So, but I figured out what this is for. So this is actually what this I believe is for, is to check to see if that's true. Follow time is less than press threshold. I believe what that's actually doing is if I move this around, it does that little arrow thing. If I'm just clicking, I'm just clicking, but if I hold it, it doesn't do an arrow, which is I assume I'm slightly over the press threshold, which is like very low. So it doesn't like, it basically is like you want to follow the cursor, but when you let go, it's like you don't want to follow the cursor anywhere. You don't want to also move to this position. If I swap to this over, oh, you can do it up here. I need to get used to this. I can just stop the thing up there if I want to stop it. If I change this to false, now it should just try and go to that location when I let go. Yeah, which, you know, that's not the intended use. No, I don't think anyone really want this in like a top-down view. Locking over all the boxes. I think I've broken it. I think I've broken him. Oh, wait. I think maybe I didn't break him. Am I actually okay? If I do this, if I load him, and then I try to click outside of the box, does he just... Is that what that... That's what this is for. Is it? It's in that corner. What is this? Oh, Jesus. Oh god, what have I just done? Please give me this. No? Give me anything. Oh my god. What is this? Where's P? What does P do? I have no idea what P is supposed to be doing. Or is that when I'm in the game? What is this? That's just this? Weird. What? Let's go out so you can see the map of it. Oh, it shows the nav mesh? Yeah, no, yeah, like I assumed basically it was, since I clicked out here, it was going to, yeah, so it was going to the corner. I was just wondering why it was designating that corner as the start location, but maybe that's just where this nav mesh is starting from. Yeah, like, so I can't. Interesting that nav mesh. So if I click here, oh no, it has a fix for that. That's pretty cool. Actually, I need to write that down because I'll never remember that. P goes nav. Gotcha. Can I leave that on while playing? No. Okay, just checking. He doesn't like that. Okay. So I understand how most of this works now. I can't go into this, right? This is not. Oh, I can. If you want to see it in a game simulation, you need to go into debug first. I think we're pressing F8 and then P. Oh, it's like debug for the game, is it? I see. But then I can't play. You can go out of debug. Yeah. Let's try going over here. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, the fall off. I want to see if I go back out of debug. Oh, nice. we love a good screen cap. If I'm gonna write that down. Also, F8 equals go debug mode during play. I guess we're not playtime, runtime. I don't know if that's a different phrase in this one, but it should be fine. Comfy for game dev to find positions for stuff that was spawned in game. Make sure that you, yeah, I mean, yeah, that could be a small issue. Trying to figure out what the fuck even happened. So yeah, so I can click down here. What happens if I do this? No, he just falls off here. Interesting. Trust me, I've been in that situation. That is fair. I believe me. I have seen some crazy shit. Well, not me doing it, but I've seen other people do some crazy shit. But like this looks like pain. I'm glad that they have some debug tools in this. That's progress. I call that progress. I'm just wondering. So if I track this off, then what happens? So it recalculates the nav mesh. That's okay. But I can still click over here, which is strange. Or maybe it's like recalculate. When I did AI movement of my character when my nav mesh wasn't working, I was like, "What character?" Did it just explode, or did it just go off? Yeah, it just went off into space. Oh, I was wondering how this was determining where it could jump to. Oh, like, what happens if I, you know, just have fun. Just fucking eat yourself, dude. I mean, the animation's gonna be stupid, but I mean, will it just take the stairs? Yes, it'll just take the stairs because it's too far away. Interesting. But if I did like here? Because it doesn't see it as the shortest distance to take. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna be honest, I've never done any of this nav mesh stuff or anything like this or any AI related stuff. I've just done tools basically, which I mean, trying to deal with end users can feel like dealing with mindless robots, but also idiots. I assume that's not gonna work. No. I assume we can't reach it, or it's probably further away than it should be. Okay. So nav link. So okay. So nav links are okay. That makes sense. Nav links are nav links join. Nav. Okay, I've seen these. I just didn't know they were called nav links. That's the recast. Recast nav mesh. This one I'm not as sure about. Not sure what this is. So if I get rid of either of those, the nav mesh is. If I get rid of this, I just can't jump. That's fine. Scene comp. It's an interesting calculation. I'm wondering why. I wonder why the I literally know nothing about nav mesh calculations, but I'm wondering why this one, like, it starts the angle back here, where this one starts at here. Seems like the shortest path. I wish I could see the. I wonder, is there a way to do that? Probably is. There's probably some shortcut that shows you the actual tries that it's using to make up the nav mesh. Really interesting to look at. Oh yeah, the other thing I was looking at is that you can go into these, which I'm. So if it's viewport, Pentagraph. Oh. So if it's an F, does that basically mean I can look into it? No. If it's an arrow like this, it means I can jump into it. Is that what it's saying? Nope. Trying to figure this out. How do I know if I can jump into a node? Show me your secrets. No. This one doesn't seem like it can. Follow. Oh, so when it says target is... Oh, wait. I don't know why this one says target is Kismet. But this one, when it says target, it's just telling me what self is. Okay. Move to hit location. Like this. Oh. I think I'm to do this. Mile doesn't let you do this. I cry. Like, the fact that someone put this here, and it's not even... Like, this is just for cleanliness. And I love them for it. Like, oh. So happy. Because if you put this over here, then it's a little bit messier. Oh. Crying. Spawn system. Oh. Oh no. I don't even want to spawn there. There are add-ons that make your weapons look fancy. Ooh. Maybe. I think I'll try and stick with the default for now, considering I still like, what the fuck is going on half the time? Simple move to location. Is this another function? AI Brupert helper. Interesting. For sure. Okay, so this is Niagara. Is Niagara a effects package essentially? Is that the thing that's spawning like when I press play? Is that what's doing that? Is that essentially what's going on? That would make sense why there's basically a whole kind of another system on top. Special effects, yeah, thought so. Cool. That makes me less scared if it's just so if I actually, you know, since we're in the idea of breaking things, let's turn that off. Now if I press play, it should work, but I just don't get the arrows. Okay. Oh, I need to sort out my music player. It's not showing. What? What's going on? It's not showing the artist name, so something's wrong. I need to work on that next time. Oh, I've also killed the music. I'm sorry. Here we go. He's run by Harris Heller, in case anyone's like, what the fuck? It should display his name, but it'd be what it'd be. Through. Okay. I think now. Well, I guess that was not too bad. I'm gonna try just to see what let's see what the first person one looks like. Because between the three of those, I have a little bit better idea of what's going on now. I think the first person also gives you a gun. I would like to see how it's like. I assume it's raycasts. I'm not really sure what's getting done for the gun. I can see how that stuff's getting done as well. And then I think I probably will call it. I probably will leave it there. Because this was supposed to be a shorter stream, and I'm still going. A first person. And I think I'll probably look up some. I probably will do another Unreal stream tomorrow. But I'll probably look up a bit of tutorials. I have a little bit more what's going on now. But now that I have a rough idea of where some of the stuff is, a little bit better. And some things. Some things not so much. Some things are scary. Like Niagara as a special effects system. I'm like, no. Let's not look at that. Okay, so what happens in this? What's the deal? Okay, so it's first person. It's weird that I... Wait. Is there a way to set this so that when I play, I go to full person? Full person. Full person. Full screen. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? Oh, you can show FPS. Okay, I kind of dig that. Oh, I see. 80, 80, I guess. Oh, 80, sure. Can I reset that? No, probably not. So, no. Advanced settings. Let's not. Let's just not. Okay, wait. Immersive. Hey, there we go. Cool. So F11. Is it or game mode? Game view is G. What? Fuck. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that one. I think game views adding like what's it called? Blur. F11 full screen. There we go. Is there motion? It feels like there's motion blur on this, and I don't like it. Weird that my hands are like, you know, I know that they probably don't want to do loads of stuff with it. Weird that my hands are already like out with the gun. Oh wait, what's going on? See? Oh god. I see. I exited the game. I wish I could have it so that the game would full screen. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I don't have my desktop audio for you guys. That was so fucking loud. Oh my god. That scared the fucking shit out of me. Oh, okay. I need to. Where's audio? Game, please. Oh, how do I can't live like that. Audio. No. It's like project settings. Fuck hell, dude. Scared the living bejesus out of me. Oh, what? Okay. I can't do this if I can't hear. So 1 second. How don't you turn down Unreal Engine volume? Project. Nope. Those are all not helpful. Here. It's very loud. That's all I'll say. Watch. I'll load this. I have my desktop audio off normally when I'm doing these kind of things. Very loud. Just so you're aware, this is you guys with a minus 10 decibel thing on the thing. This is how loud it is. I'm gonna take my headphones off. That's how loud it is, by the way. That's minus 10 decibels. I get the full decibel, so I just get deafened every time. Not too bad. What? That is so loud. You do not understand. Also, my frames are super bad. What is going on? Wait. Oh. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna need to just adjust my own audio. Oh. Oh my. Wait. What was it? Out. Okay. So that was up anyway. Are you okay now? Okay. I've reduced it a bit, but it's still a little bit loud. Interesting though. I wish I could like feel like there's like motion blur on, and it's kind of killing me. Imagine it's probably like a project setting thing. I'm interested in the fact that these don't interact with like me. Oh, they do, but they disappear on those. Interesting. Whoa, weird out. I wish you guys heard that first one. It was fucking scared the shit out of me. Okay, so I'm interested to see first person weapon. Oh wait. Be gone. This is my test. I do not wish to be deafened. I'll gladly play without sound. There we go. Feel better now. First person, blueprints, first person character. Also, do I have my pan? No, my pan's wrong. I need to figure out a way to get that set permanently across everything. No. Inverse. There we go. I have a couple of other settings that I also set for things, and I don't remember what they are now. But I want them to be permanent. That's the gun. It's a skeletal mesh. Does it not just have a sphere collider? I'm surprised that they picked the mesh as the first thing. But maybe there's a reason. Same thing. These are all similar. Pausable. Okay, so this is a new controller. These are projectiles. Ooh, I do like this. BP rifle. Okay. I know why I feel everything's wrong. I know what's wrong. Mouse pan. Mouse pan in Maya is middle. That's why I'm confused as well. So yaw and pitch, that's fine. Gamepad and mouse. Right, yeah. It's fun trying to go between loads of things because everything has different. Well, I mean, I'm still in pain. But it's fun trying to go through like 4 different things. Blender's got different navigation to Maya, and Maya's got different navigation to Unreal, and Unreal's got different navigation to literally everything else. But I do like that Unreal seems to somewhat have like very customizable options. I respect that. I respect the option. Add movement. Get actor forward. Nope. Can't click on any of those. Okay. Yeah, on page inputs mouse. Down mouse. Oh right, it's up. Look up, down, turn right, left. Okay. Jump. Yeah. If jump, then jump. If not jump, then stop jumping. Very tough. You want the character to jump according to the time that the jump key is held. What? This feels like it should be jump. Jump. No? I'm surprised that it doesn't One thing I do want to do. I do want to pull that back actually. I want to see what the thing looks like without anything. So I've lost the main screen. Window. Default. There we go. Okay. It didn't save anything. Oh, wait, what? Weird. What? So this isn't changing any values. Fiction. I'm allowed to talk to. So this is I think getting set some other way. Start with text. What is this? Is the mesh. So the mesh is the mesh is being paired to the camera. I get it. Wait, can I move this? I want to move this forward. There we go with the lag again. I just want to have the hands detached so I can see what. There we go. So if I go to 8, I just want to see. Interesting. So I just took the mannequin's arms off. Surprised they didn't give it an idle. I mean, I guess that is an idle, but I'm surprised they didn't give it a hand idle. Okay. Oh, it's a very big jump. Yeah, the thing I was intrigued about is this jump. This is just a thing that happened. Or like it's not a thing that, what am I trying to say here? Use your words. Use your words. I can't like dig into this and figure out how the jump functions. Like go to definition? No. Find references? Like it just does jump. I don't know what jump is. I assume this is maybe like a project setting thing, maybe? Navigation. This is something I need to dig into a little bit more, but the fact that I can't like see the values for jump. I assume that they're probably available. Like here, this is the I can get more jumps if I want. Nope. Bunch of those. Likely a standardized function. There's a bunch of those. I guess, but like, so it like standardized function wise, you're just saying that basically this just like attaches this to it. Is that what you're saying? It just kind of attaches this jump stuff, or is this like part of character? Is that what we're saying? Because these are underneath character. Like I understand like that it will be a like yeah like most things would probably need to jump, but I'm just I don't know where I like how do I figure out how I need this. Let me look. No, it's you know I appreciate it if you want to, but you don't need to worry about it that much. I'll figure it out. I haven't there's a lot of research I need to be doing. I'm just trying to intrigued to see like okay, so this is saying I can do oh Jesus, I don't want to do that. I can do 9 jumps. I'm just trying to figure out like where the maths is for that. Like, because this is clearly setting something so that hey, once you've jumped once, stop jumping from then on. You're not allowed to another jump, or this like holds time. Which I don't even know what this does. I'm intrigued to see how those are getting set. Oh, I can fly. Okay, that's kind of stupid. Okay, good to know. Can't jump anymore. Give me a linky. Oh, okay. 1 second. Permit. Nope. There you go. You have been permitted. Jump. Okay. I assume this is probably the same between 4 and 5, right? I assume 5 hasn't changed that much. Oh. Actually, if anything, the minor change. It's older, but same principle. So yeah, okay. Gotcha. Make the character jump on the next update. If you want your character to jump according to the jump makes up non-zero value. Not being applied. Okay. I'm intrigued. So that, like, this is basically like like it's a function. Like you could basically just write this yourself, but they've just kind of formalized it into something. I'm surprised that they don't give you the original, like, things it's doing inside of it, which is interesting. Considering they do that for a lot of the control rig stuff. You can see how it makes up IK or any of that stuff. Do you know what I mean? Just intriguing. Do I just stop when I shoot? No. I mean, you can write a for loop yourself. Yeah. No, I mean, that makes sense. No, I mean, I definitely appreciate that they the standardized stuff that they have done. Like having a for loop is great. Mine doesn't have any of that nonsense, so I appreciate it. I think it's going to be quite useful for trying to set up like procedural. Not I would say procedural rigs, but like, you know, if you already have a skeleton and have weights for it, you can basically have the rig, as long as you have a standardized naming system, you can just reuse loads of stuff, which I appreciate that they've kind of seemed to somewhat make that their priority for the rigging, at least. I find it funny that my arms don't cast shadows, only my gun casts a shadow. I don't know if did I do something with that? There's definitely motion blur. Look at that gun. Damn, dude, look at that shit. Oh, that's real bad. I'm just making myself sick. Okay. Calls the event dispatcher on use item. On what? Active blueprint binds to this event, then when picked up and is subsequently listening for the call. Okay, only on first touch. Primary action input. Oh, so this is for touch. Okay. Press. Unused call item. For the purpose of this template, this is the only item that can be used, which is why this actor is a singleton. Okay. This was designed to be a scalable framework for a full game using inheritance or composition is preferred. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I don't know if their example should really be like, oh, we use the simpleton because it's easier. I feel like they probably should have done a real example. That seems a little bit weird. But I guess some games you might just have one gun the whole game. So sphere collision component is set to the only overlap with the pawn object type. Okay. Grip point socket. Attaches the root component of this actor to the met. I see. So this is the default scene root component. So when they say that's why they set it up so that the mesh isn't like, because they could have set it the other way, but then this wouldn't have set the skeleton. I don't believe. Maybe I'm wrong. Optionally add a name socket. Interesting. Going to the on use event. Bind to on use item. That's the event that fires. Okay, on fire projectile. First person character reference. I see. Read the value of that value. So reads this. Call on use item. What does this know? I guess it maybe like on use item is a specific thing. I guess on use item is a thing. I guess. Custom event. Alt and control. Custom event is an event node you can create and give your own name and output pins. You can then call that event from inside this blueprint or from other blueprints. Oh god. You can add an explode event that can be fired from Okay, that makes sense. Projectile spawn. Get camera, get rotation, move. Okay. Sockets can be used for gameplay data. Sockets can be used for gameplay data that's different between models without having to change your blueprint logic. So I'm just using the mesh in socket name. Can I go into this? No, this is a base function. In socket name ammo. I'll offset. That's just a value that's being set. Okay. Move spawn locations forward a little bit. Okay, so it's like starting at a specific point. Reads the value of skeletal mesh, which in this one would be the rifle, I believe. Yeah, it would be the rifle itself. So it's getting the ammo section in the skeleton mesh of the rifle. I see. That's a lot. Give me this content drawer, please, and please dock it. First person, no. Character. What I want is weapon, and I want mesh, and I want skeleton. Yeah, so that's ammo. You can change the clip out. And I pick trigger. This is just for the whole gun. What is this? Muzzle? This is a... Oh, this is the sound. I think these are the sounds. Maybe? Not sure. Okay. So I think that's... Yeah, ammo is just where the bullets are coming out, which that's what this is reading from here. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. That's pretty interesting. So they basically added their own joint to their skeleton. Well, maybe they didn't add it. Maybe it was there originally, but they have their own joint, which is basically just they're just using as a origin location for the gun, and then they're swapping stuff over. So you could just make a different gun and put that origin on it. You'd be fine. Okay, make transform. Oh, it's just like adding stuff together. Okay, you get the rotation of the player plus the gun's location. Spawn actor. Attempts to spawn a new actor with the specified transform. Oh Jesus, takes an actor class. First person projectile. Spawn at that location. And it does this if this has fired, and that only fires if this has gone off. If that event has gone off, which is an unused item. And then you can play the noise, which is the worst noise in existence. Interesting. I just want to see now. I'll unmute this so you guys can hear. If I change that now, it's going to collapse apparently. As Epic Games intended. Play the montage that contains our first person. Okay, so we get the reference. We get their mesh. Okay, this I like. I like this stuff. I don't know. Read the value. If I go variable. The thing I'm not sure of exactly is how is... Oh, here we go. I feel like there's got to be a faster way to just get this. I'm not sure how. But that's a target. Then I can get its mesh and then get the anim instance as target mesh and then play the montage, which is first person fire montage. Okay. That all actually made sense to me somewhat. I think excuse me. It's very late here. That actually made sense to me, which I'm happy enough about. And then this is what happens if the projectile hits something. So event hit bumps into a blocking object or blocks another object that bumps into it. Other simulating physics. Okay, so if it's doing that and it's true, then do that. Get velocity of the ball times 100 is the impulse. Get actor location. So it hits where it is and hits that. It hits the target and then destroys the ball. That's why the ball doesn't get destroyed if it doesn't hit anything. Actually, if that's true, I'm gonna test something. If I pick up this gun. Oh. I forgot to turn off the sound effect. Like an idiot. I just shoot there. Okay. First of all, stop. Stop. Don't do this. None. Thank God. I'm just hearing collapses over and over again. That's intriguing purely just because it gets deleted if the target if it hits something. But it also seems to get deleted if nothing happens eventually. It just has an initial lifespan. So if I change that to 50, I think that's the issue, right? Normally things have a 0 lifespan, so they stay alive. There we go. Yeah, it has a lifespan. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So that makes a bit of sense to me now. I think I'll probably be looking at more of the third person because I like looking at animations and stuff. So if I'm going to be doing some that kind of stuff, first person is not really my jam. Wait, interesting. It turns into a blocking physics and it can't interact with itself. What? Probably can interact with itself. Other component. Oh, it's not simulating physics when it stops, I think. That's interesting. But yeah, so I think I'll do some third person stuff maybe. We'll have a look at that a little bit more. I'll try and be a little bit more prepared for next time, but we have learned a little bit. This thing I think the most intrigued about. This is a slide bone. Does nothing. Does not actually attach to anything, but I guess I don't know what that's for. Oh yeah, so I think I'm gonna call it here. That was fun. I learned some shortcuts, which honestly are so important. Learning shortcuts is like one of the most important things. Christ, some of that shit can be very awkward to try and figure out what's going on. So we're gonna see if there's anyone to raid. If anyone is in chat and they have, if anyone that you know is raiding and would like a raid, feel free. Or streaming even. If anyone you know is streaming and would like a raid, feel free to throw it out there while I try and figure out if anyone I know is about. But no, I appreciate everyone coming by and for the help. Thanks Lumi and Devro. I learned a lot, and hopefully I'll do a bit of I'll Google myself hopefully and learn some stuff. No problemo. Yeah, no, I do appreciate it. I know it's probably a bit frustrating watching someone be like, how do I do this very basic thing in this program? But gotta learn somewhere. Unreal does seem pretty cool. Like the fact that a lot of that stuff, like I know that I'm like, what the fuck's going on? But like the fact that it looks that way as like the kind of starter projects, I'm kind of like, it's pretty cool. I'm very intrigued to see what you can do with a lot of it. So do you have anyone about Lumi, or will I just send it over? There is a cool science stream. I think they're doing some art today. That might be fun. I don't know if have you seen Science Balint and his I can't remember what's his wife's name. Lita, not Lena. They're good peeps. They're like scientists and they do very entertaining streams. So I think I might throw it over to them because they're some good peeps. But if there's a good few people in their chat, so if there's anyone that that doesn't have too many people, feel free. Because I like finding new people too, and if they know someone real that I wouldn't know, I'm like, I'll take it. I'll take it. Raid. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I lost 5% of frames today, and I don't know why. I think Twitch is having a YouTube. Thanks for. I really did appreciate the help, Lumia. It's one of those things where I know it can be fun. We should go to 2 a.m. Oof. Yeah, see you around. And thanks again for the raid. That was really appreciated. And, hopefully I'm going to be able to catch one of your streams. I would like to see some, Unreal pros do the hard work rather than what does this button do? Okay, I'm gonna start up the raid, so. But yeah, if any of you want to stick around, Balloon's great. I think, I'm not sure if Lita's around, but they're great. I think they're doing some art stuff. They do very cute, like, I think Balloon, like, researches ants or something. They do very cute ant stuff. It's very interesting. As a person who knows no science, I'm like, don't know what's going on, but it's very fun. But yeah, if it's late, do get some sleep. I probably going to go to sleep too soon. Gotta go Z. Okay, I'm gonna leave you to it. So, thanks again, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow, or if I catch one of your streams, whenever that is. All right, see you. Bye.